Self-confidence isn't a fleeting feeling or a mood swing. It's a skill that can be developed, strengthened, and made the foundation of your life. Confidence is formed by our decisions, habits, thoughts, and actions. It doesn't appear suddenly, it grows from how we see ourselves and how we react to the world around us. Why is self-confidence so important? Because it determines how far we can go. A person may possess talents, abilities, and enormous potential, but all of this is easily blocked by fear, doubt, and inner insecurity. When we don't believe in ourselves, we miss out on opportunities that could change our lives. True confidence is an internal source of strength. It helps you make decisions, move forward, try, fail, and rise again. And most importantly, it doesn't depend on others' opinions. It is your personal support, your inner stability, and the foundation on which the quality of your life is built. Everything you do begins with how you think about yourself. That's why self-confidence is one of the most important skills anyone can master. In Stoic philosophy, confidence is not a mask, not an attempt to please, and not the result of others' approval. True confidence is born within a person, from their ability to understand themselves, accept their qualities, and rely on their own convictions. The Stoics taught that a person's strength lies not in what others think of them, but in how they manage themselves. Epictetus said, "It is not things that trouble men, but their opinions about things." This is the key to understanding confidence in the Stoic sense. Fears, doubts, and insecurities do not arise from external events, they are created by our internal attitude toward them. Therefore, changing your inner world means strengthening your confidence. The Stoics divided life into two parts: what we can control and what we cannot. We cannot control the opinions of others, circumstances, injustice, or chance. But we can control our attitudes, thoughts, decisions, and reactions. This is what creates true confidence. When you stop seeking external approval and start relying on yourself. Stoic confidence isn't about big words or trying to prove your worth. It's a quiet, calm inner strength that emerges when a person understands. I only control my thoughts and actions, and that's enough to live confidently. By living this way, we stop being hostage to other people's impressions and begin to build our lives on our own values. This independence is the most lasting form of confidence. Self-confidence is impossible without sincerity. As long as a person lives as should, as expected, as right for others, they will always feel an inner disconnect. Because true strength is born only when you are honest with yourself, with your desires, beliefs, and who you truly want to be. When we try to live up to other people's expectations, we stop hearing our own voice. We're afraid of disappointing someone, afraid of seeming inconvenient, afraid of looking wrong. This way of life drains energy and destroys confidence because we constantly compare ourselves to other people's standards. Sincerity is choosing to live the way you believe is right, not the way others expect. This means acknowledging your feelings, even if they're uncomfortable. Allowing yourself to want what you truly want, not what's accepted. Being honest about your weaknesses and strengths. Not pretending to gain attention or approval. When a person lives by their own rules, they create peace and stability within themselves. They know they're on their own path, not someone else's. And it's this peace that becomes the foundation of confidence. The paradox is that the more honest you are with yourself, the less you need to prove anything to others. You simply live in alignment with your values, and this naturalness makes you stronger, bolder, and freer. Sincerity isn't vulnerability. It's a mature form of inner strength. A person who knows who they are and isn't afraid to be themselves is already on the path to true confidence. Self-analysis is the ability to stop, look within, and honestly see what lies behind habitual reactions, motives, fears, thoughts, internal conflicts. This is where true confidence begins. It grows not from external achievements, but from a deep understanding of who you are and why you act the way you do. When a person doesn't understand themselves well, their confidence becomes fragile. They react impulsively, doubt every step, and fear mistakes. But when you understand your emotions and the reasons that drive them, you become the master of the situation, not its hostage. Self-analysis helps you see what exactly is causing your fear, and whether it's truly justified. What beliefs guide your decisions, and whether they're helpful. Which emotions speak of what's important, and which ones speak of old, outdated patterns. What you truly want, not what's been imposed on you. The Stoics taught us not to suppress emotions, but to understand them. Emotions are signals that reveal what's important to you. Anger can indicate a violated boundary, fear can indicate uncertainty, sadness can indicate the value of something lost. When you learn to read these signals, you better understand yourself and your needs. Self-analysis isn't self-criticism or fault-finding. It's an honest dialogue with yourself. Why am I reacting this way? What am I trying to protect? What am I avoiding? What's important to me? This knowledge makes you stronger because it removes your inner blindness. Confidence is born when a person stops fearing their feelings and begins to use them as a guide. You see your weaknesses and stop hiding from them. You see your strengths and begin to build on them. Understanding yourself is the foundation on which mature, calm, and lasting confidence is built. The more deeply you know yourself, the less you can be shaken by external circumstances. The way we talk to ourselves determines how we feel in the world. The inner voice is the most influential interlocutor in our lives. It can support, inspire, and empower us, or it can destroy confidence, sow doubt, and make us believe in our own weaknesses. Our thoughts create our beliefs, and beliefs shape our self-esteem. If a person constantly tells themselves that they can't handle it, aren't good enough, don't deserve to succeed, then sooner or later they will begin to believe these things. And then even their most obvious abilities will cease to be used. The Stoics emphasized, we can't control the external world, but we can control our beliefs. How we interpret events determines our emotional response. The same challenge can become a disaster or an opportunity, it all depends on what you tell yourself in that moment. When your internal dialogue becomes positive, honest, and constructive, confidence begins to grow. This doesn't mean artificially cheering yourself up or denying reality. It means choosing thoughts that help rather than destroy. It's helpful to ask yourself, why do I think this way? Is there evidence that my fears are real? Whose voice is this, me or old habits? How would I talk to a friend in the same situation? We often treat ourselves in ways we wouldn't treat others harshly. But confidence is born when you become your own ally, not your critic. The power of belief is immense. If you believe you are capable of growing, learning, and changing, you're already one step ahead. If you believe that failure isn't the end, but part of the journey, you become more resilient. If your inner voice tells you the truth, but in a supportive way, you become stronger. Thoughts aren't just a stream of words. They're a tool that shapes your perception, self-esteem, and confidence. By managing your inner dialogue, you manage your inner world, and therefore, your life. Self-confidence depends largely on where we direct our energy. The Stoics believe that the ability to focus on what's important is one of the main tools of inner strength. When attention is scattered, when thoughts jump from one experience to another, when we react to everything, confidence gradually erodes. But when we choose focus, we choose the direction of our lives. The modern world is overflowing with distractions, social media, news, other people's opinions, other people's expectations. All of this pulls our attention away. And if we don't learn to filter out the unnecessary, we easily get lost in the endless noise. Concentration is the art of saying yes to only what's important and no to everything else. It's the ability to do less, but better. It's the ability to maintain focus on what truly moves you forward. The Stoics believe that the quality of life is determined by the quality of our thoughts. And for thoughts to be clear, attention must be controlled. Here are some Stoic practices that help develop concentration. 1. Mindful prioritization. Every morning, ask yourself, what's the one thing that's truly important today? Not 10. Just 1. If you accomplish that, the day is already a success. 2. Minimizing distractions. Identify what most often steals your focus: notifications, alarms, and more. Resilience is the ability to remain steadfast in the face of difficulties and see them not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth. The Stoics taught that obstacles are not enemies, but teachers who shape character. Seneca wrote that trials are given to us not to break us, but to strengthen us. Every problem is a chance to test our convictions, strengthen our discipline, and develop calm. Mistakes become lessons if a person chooses to learn rather than suffer. A Stoic approach to difficulties helps us not avoid challenges, but rather navigate them with the understanding, this will help me become stronger. True confidence is born in trials. Gratitude is an internal resource that helps us maintain clarity and resilience even in challenging situations. When we notice the good, we strengthen our sense of support and reduce internal tension. Gratitude returns our attention to what we already have, rather than to what's missing. The environment is no less important. People who support, inspire, and believe in us create space for growth. A supportive environment isn't an accident, but a conscious choice. We choose those who help us be the best version of ourselves. Community and a sense of belonging provide a sense of stability, the very foundation on which inner confidence is built. When a person feels connected to others, they become stronger, and their path more resilient. True confidence is impossible without humility. Humility is not self-abasement, but a clear understanding of one's capabilities and limitations. It allows us to learn, grow, and respect others without sacrificing our own strength. Epictetus said, "If you think you know everything, you will never learn anything new." True knowledge is born from admitting that we don't know much. Humility opens the door to wisdom, while arrogance closes it. When a person is humble, they don't strive to appear better than others or seek constant confirmation of their worth. They calmly evaluate themselves, their mistakes and successes, learn from experience, and accept criticism constructively. Humility strengthens confidence because it makes it mature and sustainable. A person who understands their strengths and acknowledges their limitations acts freely, consciously, and with inner strength. Arrogance, on the other hand, always breeds insecurity. Behind the mask of pride lies fear and doubt. True confidence is a combination of strength and humility, knowledge and openness, the ability to be yourself and respect for the world around you. Personal confidence cannot exist without a clear understanding of what is important to you. Values are an internal compass that helps you make decisions, set priorities, and act consistently. When your actions align with your beliefs, confidence becomes natural and sustainable. Living by your values means being honest, following your principles, and not succumbing to the pressure of others' expectations. It means doing what you believe is right, even if it's difficult or inconvenient. Every time you choose a path that aligns with your values, you strengthen your self-confidence. Confidence is built not by words, but by actions. Small, daily decisions form habits that gradually become a solid foundation of inner strength. Honesty, kindness, courage, and commitment to your beliefs, all of these are manifested through actions. Consistency in action creates a sense of control and harmony, and therefore confidence. When a person lives in alignment with their values, they don't lose themselves in others' expectations, don't waver in the face of difficulties, and calmly accept the consequences of their decisions. Values make confidence deep, lasting, and genuine. It no longer depends on circumstances or the opinions of others, but becomes part of your inner strength. Education and constant curiosity are powerful sources of confidence. The Stoics believed that knowledge makes a person free, while ignorance breeds fear and doubt. Every new skill, every new idea, every fact we absorb expands our understanding of the world and our own capabilities. Learning isn't just academic knowledge. It's an interest in life, in people, in oneself. Curiosity encourages exploration, questioning, accepting different points of view, and learning from others. Openness to new experiences develops flexibility of thought, helps you adapt to change, and strengthens inner resilience. When you strive to learn and develop every day, you strengthen your faith in your abilities. Curiosity makes life a journey of constant growth, and confidence a natural result of accumulated knowledge and experience. Stoicism teaches that to be confident, you must be willing to learn throughout your life. The more we understand the world and ourselves, the more confident we are in our actions, decisions, and challenges. Learning is not a goal, but a process that makes us stronger, freer, and more aware. Confidence is not a destination, but a journey. It doesn't come instantly, and it doesn't depend on external circumstances or the opinions of others. True confidence is formed within, through self-knowledge, honesty, resilience, humility, living by one's values, and continuous learning. Stoicism teaches us to see difficulties as opportunities, manage our thoughts and actions, focus on what's important, and accept what's beyond our control. This philosophy transforms inner strength into a stable foundation on which to build a life filled with meaning and peace. Every step, whether it's introspection, strengthening focus, overcoming fear, or learning something new, builds confidence. Small daily actions create big changes over time. Call to action: start small. Ask yourself, what can I control right now, and, are my decisions aligned with my values? Practice resilience, honesty, humility, and curiosity every day. Step by step, you will become a more confident, mature, and resilient version of yourself. Confidence is a journey, and every day along the way makes you stronger. Start now.